Hey guys, okay, this is a how-to video on your introduction paragraph for your pirate expository essay. I'm going to talk about the steps you need to take to write your introduction and use my example to help. So by the end of this video, I hope you feel comfortable starting your introduction, using background information, and ending with your thesis statement. So you need to have your Pirate Expository Essay Roadmap open. You should have, I'm going to click on the Find the Prompt here. You should have chosen your specific pirate that you are going to talk about, one of these 10 or another one, and filled that in on the Edpuzzle video. If you have not done that, you need to watch the Edpuzzle video on thesis statements for beginners and tell me which pirate you are going to be focusing on. Okay, back to the roadmap. So we have watched the video, we have explored the first website, we've done the thesis statement videos. I'm going to talk about the outline in a little bit. So we're going to start our introduction. You need to listen to my steps first, and then we will start writing. So on how to write an introduction. First thing you're going to start with is a hook. This is what grabs the reader's attention, hooks the reader, makes me want to read your essay. So start your introduction with a sentence that gets the reader interested in the topic. You can start with one of the following. Maybe a quote about pirates in general or about your specific pirate. You could do an interesting statistic that you have looked up or Googled about your pirate. Or you could do an interesting question to engage me as your reader. You just want to make sure that you avoid the word you if you are starting with a question. So on the roadmap, I'm kind of skipping ahead here. I have my sample expository essay that you can refer to also. I did my sample essay. This is an example essay about kings rather than pirates, but it's the same format that you will write with. So I have my title, Long Live the King. I started off, my hook is this quote about kings. Pietro Arentino once said, "I am indeed a king because I know how to rule myself." Then I explained what this quote means and why it's important. This quote is important because kings rule an entire area. So I've hooked you as a reader and grabbed your attention. I used an interesting quote. So you need to choose one of these three and start your introduction with it. Next, you need to include background information. Let's put that background information. Providing readers with a little bit of background on the topic allows them to better understand the issue being presented. You don't need to go into extreme detail. Just give a short explanation of your topic. For our essay, use the information learned about pirates in general from Pirate Information website or the Pirate video. That is the information that we have written on your Post-it note that's in your vocab book. So I gave some background information on kings. They make decisions for an entire country, and their decisions impact their people as well as themselves. They need the support of the people they rule, or they are not as powerful as they believe. In the past, kings often traveled around their kingdoms because they wanted to see what the people of their land were doing. Many kings were not welcome. This describes King John of England. So that is my background information. I have about 5 sentences here of background information. If you don't have enough information to give me as your reader some knowledge about pirates, you need to go back to the Pirate Information website or the Pirate video and get some more details. Okay, so you've done the hook and you've given some background information. Then you're going to state your thesis. The thesis statement is the central idea of your whole essay. It is the most important sentence in your entire essay. It's what makes me want to keep reading your essay because you're proving a point that what you have to say is important. A solid thesis statement gives a good idea of what to expect in your essay and compels the reader to keep reading. Your thesis should be written as a statement. Don't include any evidence yet. Save that for your body paragraphs. So don't get too specific. My thesis statement. King John of England was a very powerful king whose reign led to lasting principles of liberty to the English people. You watched a video on Edpuzzle about how to create a thesis statement. I'm going to go back to those steps on the Pirate Essay Roadmap, my essay outline template. You can click on that and open it to go through the steps on how to write a thesis statement about your pirate. So you have your hook and then your thesis statement. Steps for my example. On the video, it said to write a question. So why was King John an important king? Step 2 was answer the question. King John's decisions led to big changes to the law in England. You combine your step 1 and your step 2. King John was an important king because his decisions led to big changes to the law of England. Then you revise it. King John of England was a very powerful king whose reign led to lasting principles of liberty to the English people. So that's my thesis statement. You should begin writing your introduction. Come back to this video as many times as you need to and re-watch. Go through the steps that I just talked about to make sure you have a hook, background information, and your thesis statement. Your thesis statement should be the last sentence in your introduction paragraph. So you'll have to go back to Google Classroom as your final step here. Open up your Pirate Expository Essay Final Draft. We created this yesterday. We did a section on works cited. That will be the end of your essay. So to start your introduction, underneath of the date, I will start typing. I need to center align it, and I need to come up with a title. After you come up with your title, hit enter, and then you need to go to left alignment, hit tab, and you are going to start writing. Go back, rewatch my video, go to the outline if you need to view my slides that I talked about, and ask questions if you are unsure of what information you need to include. All right. Good luck, guys.